Hey, AD the handyman here in a shower cubicle. So I've got a quick repair job, well I hope it's quick, a repair job, put it that way, to do. I've got a chipped stone shower tray. It was repaired by the fitters. It's now going to come apart. I've got to do a repair job myself. So I'm going to give it a go. Let's see how we get on. So you can see here, it's kind of chipped in the corner, it's come away a bit. So I'm going to clean it up a bit. I found this stuff, I did some research. This repair kit by Cramer, apparently it's quite highly recommended. Looks like you just clean things up, mix up the goop, splodge it in, smooth it off, and off you go, and then you spray over the top. So kind of an epoxy thing, I guess. Let's give it a go. So I'm going to poke around a bit in here with this bradawl. I'm trying to get any loose bits out because I don't want anything coming loose once I've redone it. So it looks like it's been done before. Some of it's come away. I think some of it's good. So I'll do this. I'll get the brush on it. Okay, I've cleaned it up a bit now. As part of this journey of learning, affiliate links, that sort of thing. So I'll put a link in for the repair kit. I'm using my wife's Dyson hairdryer here, don't tell her. I won't be linking to this, but anyway, hopefully it does the job. Hairdryer did a good job. I can see the concrete's gone a nice light grey colour. It looks dry. So here's this stuff from Cramer. I found it on Amazon. I'm not sponsored by them. I just basically looked up what might be a good thing to do a repair, and I've gone and bought it. So let's see what we've got, and then we can give it a try. So out the box. Okay, we got some Alpine White spray that goes on afterwards. We've got a tin of filler. It's quite a small tin, 30 gram, but having said that, that's a tiny repair I need to do, so that'll be fine. And I've got some, I guess this is hardener stuff, you mix it together, 2-part mix. It's a little spatula. And what else they give me here? Oh look, we've got some various grades of sandpaper, 800, 220, a few sheets. So you can do a few repairs with this. I guess the only problem for me will be how long does the stuff last before it goes too hard to be used. Anyway, let's crack on with it. You can see here what I've done. I've masked it up just rough, a bit of scrap cardboard. I just don't know how messy this is going to be putting it on. I'm sure it'll be fine. But anyway, just a bit of protection, and it's always a good idea. I think more importantly, when you get to the end and you get to the piece of the work where you're going to spray it up, once you've sanded it down and all that, you obviously ought to mark it up with masking tape, mask it up and protect it and give it a go. That'll be after this. Right, let's get this done. I've loosened it off. There we go, lid's off. Look, it's not exactly a full tin. Anyway, they're saying it's a 30-1 mix. Somehow or other, I've got to guess what that is. So let's, I'll guess that and I'll come back to this in a second. Look, I've had a guess at this. I think that's about 30-1. So I'll give it a good mix up and let's give it a go. It's a bit like, I don't know if you've ever used epoxy glue, araldite, that sort of stuff. Must be the same sort of idea with the goop and the hard. Right, let's give it a go. I've got to say, total respect to people that do these sort of videos, because I haven't really done one other one. I was balancing the phone camera on my flower pot or something. Now I'm trying to do this, and at the same time, you're trying to do a job, you're trying to hold your phone and record it, whatever. It's not very easy. So what I did actually, I found a little tripod thing we had. We've used it for selfies and stuff. So anyway, that's what I'm using. I don't know what you can see. I can't even see what the camera's recording. I think it's me fiddling around in the corner here. I'll have to edit this down a bit. But anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm squidging it in so it's well adhered into the crevices here. Next up, get a bit of shaping on it. I'll do that in a second. Yeah, so it's quite fluid. I wonder if it's going to roll or run. But anyway, it's very workable. Apparently it's got quite a short working life until it starts to go off. You've got about 4 minutes or something, it said. We'll see how that goes. Obviously subject to temperature and humidity. And yeah, well anyway, it looks like I've blobbed a load of toothpaste in it. So hopefully I can get a better finish on that in a second. I've got an idea to run a bit of plastic around it and try and get the same shape. So that'll come up next. Okay, I'm on myself. I've got a bit of off-cut flexi plastic here. It's quite bendy. I can bend it to the contour of the curve on the shower tray. Now the question is, can I use that on a corner here to get the shape I am after? Ooh, not bad, not bad. Let's get some of the excess off. Actually, that don't look too bad, does it? Yeah, it's probably going to ruin it now if I go over it too many times, but I want to get that line. Of course, I've got sandpaper, and once it's set, I can smooth it off. I just want to get the basics right. So let's get some more on here. Now, I don't know where I'm at with the edit and the voiceover, but essentially you need to get enough on that you can then put a curve on it. And then the difficulty is not taking too much off as you try and blend it in. Now, I think I've not done this before, so it is a bit of a experiment. Right, I was having a bit of fun and games with the spatula. I've got a profiling tool here for silicone. You know, you get these things, they do the corners and stuff. It's got a curve. I'm wondering if I can use this to somehow get that curve on there at the right sort of radius. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, maybe. I was finding the spatula not that great for the job. This does seem to be a little bit better, albeit it's all a bit mucky. So I'll give this a try. I was trying to get as much off as I could. I don't have a big sanding task at the end. So while this is still workable, although saying that's very awkward getting it in there. All right, so I've spent a little bit longer here on it. I actually went to using the spatula again that came with the kit. I found that as the filler has sort of hardened up a little bit, it's a little bit easier to work with. And then up in like really gently, just tapering it out, getting out some of the excess and getting the rough shape. I think it's going to come down to sanding it afterwards. I was a bit reluctant to have to sand too much. I don't want to damage the rest of the shower tray here, but I think that's going to be the way to get the good finish. Of course, like with any filling job, it could well be I'll come back and do another coat. And I'm sure there's going to be people out there who are expert at doing this, or expert at fixing walls, or car bodywork, and say, you should have done it like this. So if you've got any ideas, stick a comment on the post. What I did was I taped it up to protect the area. I had some scrap down as well. And I've tried to get the goo into all the crevices. I poked it out a bit, brushed it out a bit, and dried it with a hairdryer. And yeah, I did my best job to make it as smooth as possible while keeping the shape. Then what I did, I removed the tape and did some sanding with the wet and dry to bring it level with the surface. I'm going to do some spraying now to get this thing painted back up. So I've masked around the area to see what's what. I'm going to give the spray a little try out here on this bit of cardboard to see what I feel of it. It's a little spray. I don't know what mils it is. 50 mils, quite a small can, but anyway, it's only a small area. Let's try it out. So with the spraying done, it looks like quite a good match. So more sanding here with the 800 grade wet and dry, just to smooth it off. I've done this repair. I did have a nasty chip in the side of the tray, and you know, it's lovely and smooth. Really happy with the feel. So the kit's done a good job with that. I'm not sure about the selection of what a standard white looks like. I'll have to check the box. It's the default one they give me. I think if I got the right colour match, I think you wouldn't even know it had been broken and repaired. So I'm pretty pleased actually. It's certainly a lot nicer than how it looked before. So on the colours, yes, the one they provide out of the box is an Alpine white. It's a generic colour. It says on the website it matches 80% of the time. So it's probably quite good most of the time. I think for me, I'd like something a bit whiter. Looking at their website, they do have other colours. So I'll share the colour sheet actually in the video so you can see what I'm talking about. But there's a pure white. I think the pure white might actually, well, maybe too white. You know, it's getting a balance. But anyway, might be one to try. In my own home, I think I'm okay with the one I've got. If I was repairing it more commercially or for a customer, I'd probably persist with another colour. I'll see how I go. I might get the spray in pure white or the touch-up stick just to see what it looks like, and then I can update this, let you know. So there you go. I hope you found that useful. It's kind of me taking the steps through a repair. Never done it before, so you can see the before and after. It looks a lot better. I'm really happy with the result actually. So I think it's a pretty good kit. Hopefully two-part mix. It's nice and strong. We'll see about durability, life. But yeah, hopefully it's useful and you get to give you inspiration there to fix something of your own maybe that needs a fix. It's certainly a lot cheaper than buying a new shower tray or bath. So give it a go. Well, if you found that useful, that's great. Think about subscribing. Thanks for watching.